Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Jaguars going up against the Titans. With that, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis with this Week 2 matchup.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
2nd down following the run. They're going to look to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Let's go!
to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll come out in the pistol. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he caught it up. And the Jags grab it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Titans now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On the run, this is Jackson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Dante Fowler in on the stop. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. They run again with Jackson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Dante Fowler missed his rookie season due to injury. So good to have him back on the field. A terrific combination of speed and strength.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prep for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll run it with Jackson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. And they're going to go soft on the corners. 3rd and 1. Here's Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hey, you got three. Three down.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out here in the I. Mariota now on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught at the 3. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover time. Tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Hey, boys, you got four down. Blue 18. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Down man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. And he knocks it through. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Let's go. What? 9.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38. Ohio.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Ohio. Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down.
Black round! Black round! Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Second down, Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, look at the juke. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Fresh set of downs here. They come up in an offset eye. On the ground, this is Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know the rule is first guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free. That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Titans. 52 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go. Try 38.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, Mariota. This will be caught at the 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw is Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30. And he will take this one home It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And they'll go on the ground across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. On 3rd down, Mariota toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming on the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against the ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now the backup Boykin, his first throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Touchdown, Jaguars! there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to work. Cuts back, left sideline. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Mariota now on second down. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Second down now after the incompletion. And off comes to Smallwood. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Mariota. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Time running out here on the play clock. They just get the play off. Now Mariota. That's caught at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Their big tight end. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And the lead will shrink to 6. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
2nd down, Mariota. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. So they're operating in the red zone. They come up in an offset eye. And on the ground they go with a running back. Shreds the tackle. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
The best defensive linemen They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The play clock's running down. Mariota forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our play.
And he'll take this one in for a JAX touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe. We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
3rd down now following the run. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 13 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A first down throw for Mariota. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. First down, a run with Smallwood. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
To throw Mariota. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. finding time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start on the ground with Robinson here, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. Second down following the run.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They come out here in the eye. And the slot man goes in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of it. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run with their fullback. Give him two on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Well, not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're in a good spot. Two-possession game, barely, but a two-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Come on, let's go!
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Jacksonville, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville.